Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Wherever you are, special greetings to you, and don't forget, if today is your first time, please do me a favor by subscribing to the channel. Also, don't forget to hit on the notification bell. Whenever we drop video, you will be the first person to be notified. On this channel, we give you information and updates about migrants and also the latest update around the globe. But in today's video, we are going to be talking about the latest update on the Italy Sanatoria that they introduced in 2020. And also, the president of the EU is saying all the EU countries can now impose this COVID-19 vaccine in mandatory or something compulsory for their citizens. So guys, without wasting my time, let's do this thing together. Yeah guys, as I said before, the president of the EU has given all the leaders of the EU countries go ahead to introduce this COVID-19 vaccine into mandatory or compulsory for each citizen to do what? To take the vaccine, because they said now the Omicron variant, because there is another virus that it has come to the system, and then even the world, a lot of people find it difficult to even mention the name of this Omicron variant. I don't know whether I am even mentioning it the correct way, but watch this video to know it for yourself.
The Omicron.
And Omicron.
Oh my, what my Rona?
Omicron.
The Omicron variant.
I hope you have also heard it for yourself, whether it is Omicron or Omicron. That is what the president of the EU is saying, that due to this new variant, that all the EU countries can now introduce or impose mandatory on this COVID-19 vaccine, so that each and every citizen can also do what? Get the vaccine, and then this COVID-19 variant will not continue increasing. Because you know, whenever we are going to this cold weather, you can see that the COVID-19 cases always increases, and now they are telling every country or every EU country that they can impose this COVID-19 mandatory for their citizens. Let's watch the video of the EU President van der Leyen. When we are back, we will give you the rest of the update. So stay tuned.
It's a question across the continent. Should EU countries make COVID-19 vaccines mandatory? As the Omicron variant spreads across Europe, Austria and Germany have both shown favor toward mandates. The European Commission said Wednesday that nations should be open to the debate.
How we can encourage and potentially think about mandatory vaccination within the European Union. This needs discussion. This needs a common approach, but it is a discussion that I think has to be led.
In France, the vaccination rates are high, around 75%, although 6 million people are yet to take one jab. Some experts argue that what may be important is not to focus on a mandate, but rather convince people to get vaccinated in the first place.
What's important is to convince individuals to go and get vaccinated as soon as possible, whether it is their first, second, or third dose.
Each EU country has taken a different stance on the vaccine rollout. UK's Health Secretary said last week that he doesn't believe the UK will ever make vaccines compulsory, whereas Greece is the first country to specify an age limit with a mandate for over 60s. The vaccination rate in the EU stands at 66%, roughly 1/3 of the population.
You have seen the video, and I think some of the EU countries have started imposing this COVID-19 vaccine as a mandatory on their citizens. And Italy has also introduced another format, which is the Super Green Pass instead of the Green Pass, Super Green Pass. Because before, if you go for tamponi, they would have given you a Green Pass, but now if you go for tamponi, they are not going to give you the Green Pass. Also, they are also trying to make this thing, I think, obligatory or mandatory on people, because before you will be someone who have not taken the vaccine, but you can get tampon, you can get your green pass to be doing your work without any problem with your tranquilita. But now, due to the super green pass, you cannot do tamponing and they will give you green pass. That green pass will not be valid. You have to get the super green pass, and for you getting the super green pass, you need to go for the vaccine. Guys, you see how the system is working. So I'll be doing a video about the Italian super green pass. It is going to start operating on the 6th of this month, that is December 2021, and then I'll be updating you guys on that one too. And now let's move on to the next story. I know a lot of people don't want to hear the name even Sanatoria, but some people want to hear the Sanatoria because some people, it has helped them a lot, and some people, they are still on the process, and then some people, they have not even called them yet. They have not even called them yet, and they know for them to know how their process is going. But here is the case. Some NGOs in Italy has denounced the Italian government for introducing this Sanatoria. At the end of the day, they are not giving it to people. It has been like collecting someone's money that you want to give something to the person. After you collected the money, you do not give the person the thing that you want to deliver, and you too, you have not given the money to the person. So I want to buy something from you. I've given you my money. You are not giving me what you are selling to me, and you are not giving me back my money to go to another place and buy the thing. So let's see what the NGO said, or how they denounce, that is the denuncia in Italian language goes, and you will know how the Sanatoria is still going, and then the number of people who have gotten their own yet, the number of people that they have called, and then the number of people who are still waiting. They said migrants in Italy, NGOs denounce regularization delays. They said only about a third of all undocumented migrants who applied for a stay permit under a decree passed in May 2020 have received their papers thus far. They said according to a group of NGOs calling for the faster and the easier regularization. They said a number of prominent Italian non-governmental organizations, that is the NGOs, launched a campaign to save the amnesty, that is Salviamo la Sanatoria in Italian. They said on Thursday, November 25th, to call for the faster, they said on Thursday, November 25th, to call for the faster regularization of undocumented migrants in Italy. They said among them are the Italian Radicals Party, the Organization for Cultural Association and Social Promotion, the ARCI. They said the Jesuit Refugee Service, Astali Communities, CNCA, the Federation of Evangelical Churches in Italy, FCAE, and the Christian Association of Italian Workers, ACLI. They said more than 200,000 migrants applied for regularization. They said we follow with great attention the implementation of the extraordinary amnesty planned by the government in May 2020 due to concerns in particular over the long delays to process the 230,000 applicants, and the situation of uncertainty that such delays are causing. The organization said in May 2020, legalization went into effect that allowed foreigners working certain sectors to apply for temporary legal residence in Italy. They said according to the NGOs, only about 1/3 of applications has been finalized by the end of October of this year, by prefectures, and only 38,000 stay permits had been released by central police stations. They said the situation remained critical in some large cities. In Milan, of the 225,900 requests that were received, they said only 2,551 stay permits were released in Rome out of 17,371 applicants. They said only 1,242, they said, Migrants especially affected by unemployment. They said the situation is extremely serious considering that the amnesty was approved to help Italy deal with a situation of emergency caused by the COVID-19 crisis. Organizers said. They said they quoted a recent report released by the Moressa Foundation, which found that out of 456,000 jobs lost in Italy in 2020 due to the COVID emergency, a total of 35% has been held by foreign citizens. They said the campaign organizers reportedly interviewed workers who applied for the amnesty, employers, personnel of the prefectures, and operators offering legal assistance. They found that many who applied for the regularization faced massive bureaucratic hurdles. They said workers waiting for an amnesty can't leave Italy. They said one of the things that most weigh on those who were waiting to obtain their documents was the factor ban on leaving Italy. Workers waiting for an amnesty, although they had a regular position while their application was being processed, they said couldn't return to their home country until the procedure was completed. The organization said they said that some parents hadn't seen their children for 2 years due to the long wait, and some migrants had been unable to attend funerals of deceased relatives. They said the NGOs warned that the situation could get worse in 2022 due to the lack of personnel. They said that some small progress had been made in processing applications because additional personnel had been hired by prefectures, but that their term short contract were set to expire on December 31st. Changes to save the amnesty. The organization called on the government to introduce measures to tackle problems with regularization procedures and to ensure that the process does not stall further. They said the NGO said that TES had proposed changes to the budget law which will be introduced to the parliament senators from different left-leaning parliament groups, including Ima Bonino, that is the Italian radicals, Lorendana, the Patrice, Italian left, Vasco Errani, the Article 1, and then they also said, and Riccardo Nencini, that is the Italian socialist. Now, they also said among those measures, an authorization for the necessary resources to prolong at least until 2022 the contract of temporary workers already hired to help process applications. They said, and they want to ensure that migrants' regularization can become permanent and unconnected to a specific time frame and specific sectors. The current decree applies only to certain work sectors and people whose stay permit lapse within a specific time frame. If the changes were to be passed, workers wishing to apply for regularization would only need to be currently employed and be present in Italy for at least 180 days. Guys, are you guys kidding us? Even the one that we have applied, you are not able to, deliver all permesso to people who applied for this sanatoria. There are a lot of people who have paid their taxes more than they are supposed to pay, but yet they have not called them to come and even thumbprint so that they will know that something or some process have even started. And as I said earlier before, there are some people that the sanatoria have helped a lot. People had their documents, they have even traveled back to their countries, they have come back and they are living their lives again. And there are some people they have not even called them. They don't know when they are going to call them. And as this news is saying, there were a lot of people that they employed for them to assist them process the sanatoria very fast, and some of them contract will be ending on the 31st of December 2021 and 2022. We don't know what is going to happen, but let's just pray to see what the Almighty God can do to help immigrants who don't have documents to also get documents in the country. So this is the update, or the latest update on the sanatoria. I know you are a little bit angry. You don't want to hear about sanatoria again, but guys, if there is any update about sanatoria, we need to come and give it to you, because you applied it, you pay money, and then you are waiting for something good to come out of it. Thank you for watching. The name still remains Official Cracker on YouTube, Official Cracker on Facebook, Official_Cracker1 on Instagram. If you have any question, please you can drop it over there. This weekend I had a lot of phone calls and then I couldn't return to them. I missed some, but I will try to call back. Or if you see that I'm not calling back, you can also call back, because sometimes due to some of busy things you were not able to respond to all calls, and then I am very sorry if I couldn't respond to your call or I miss your call. You can try again, or if I get the time, I'll try to call you back. Till we meet again in the next video, please stay safe and stay blessed. Peace out.